Recording has started officially. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome out to the Options Income Launchpad Monday Market Kickoff. My name is Scott. I will be your host. The discussion has already started. About rate cuts. It's up in the air. You certainly are seeing factions on both sides saying better to wait. Others are saying let's just hit it one more time and then we'll go month to month going next year. The market definitely has leaned more towards in favor. We'll take a look. We'll see what we think and we'll go from there. We're about 10 days out now from it. Right? About 10 days out from it. So, yeah. Okay. First and foremost, let me remind you what we do is education, illustrative purposes only. Nothing's intended as a recommendation to buy or sell any security, financial product. We're not brokers or advisors. We don't give personalized investment advice. Any decision made should be at your own risk. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. What are we going to do today? Let's look at the opening futures and the news, as Steven mentioned. We'll review the economic calendar. What is the news we expect? When's it coming from? And how does it tie into our market posture? Mindset for open trades. I would expect that we definitely have some. You have some. Market posture increased this week. So, we've got some things going on. We'll look at the opening range. We'll walk through the early week opportunity list. And then as far as our trading plan section of the week, that is on record keeping. We have 3 to go. And I know you're thinking, we have a full month. How come only 3? We only have, then we're going to start talking about preparing to improve your trading plan one section at a time. So we'll make sure that all of that is in place. Okay, let's get going. Let's get into it. Markets are down on the open. The S&P is down. Futures are down 0.63. The Dow futures are down 0.47. NASDAQ 0.86, Russell 1.07. So we definitely have headwinds facing us coming in to start the morning, without a doubt. So, okay. We remember that the posture score that we have is about how we see the market overall. Our trading posture is based on what we see going on right now. So what is our trade posture? Well, clearly cautious. The main priority here is going to be make sure that we understand what the implications of this will be on trades that we're in while we watch to see if there's trades possibly setting up. So there's 2 things we have going on. Right? 2 things we have going on. Okay. Stephen talked about news is citing strong GDP. Have we gotten a GDP report? It seems like we had seen a little bit of a pop when there was some activity like, hey, can we hurry and get in before the tariffs? But maybe it's closer to like 1.5% at this point. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. Weak labor market, and we're still trying to get information there, and higher inflation concerns. And in fact, we just got PCE numbers that came in at or around expected, under the 3% mark at least. So, yeah, okay. Let's keep going. We'll look at what we have to process. They're insisting. Well, I mean, they always say 2% is the target. But if they got under 2.5 and saw it continuing, but yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Let's go through. Let's see what we have. What's on the headlines? Warns of debt risks tied to NVIDIA chips. Stock futures slide. NVIDIA retreats as mood turns downbeat. So kind of AI oriented, right? Kind of AI oriented. Okay, what else? Bitcoin continues to drop. Treasuries fall as Japan sell-off ripples through the bonds market. Yada, yada. Will that influence the Australian market? You know, that's an interesting one. I'm not sure what tends to connect back to the Australian market, to be fair. All right. Let's keep going. Let's take a look at the calendar itself and see what it's telling us. This week, today we have some manufacturing, not much there. There's our opening bell. Jer Bear is speaking. Tomorrow we have Fed speak, not much. Auto sales, no one's really caring about that right now. On Wednesday, we have the ADP employment report coming in. Last month, we got 42,000. This month, expecting 40,000, so about the same. So, is it a growth labor? No. Is it possibly maintaining? That's what we're hoping for, right? That's what we're hoping for. Okay, let's keep going. Thursday we have jobless claims. Oh no, we didn't get PCE. We got something else. We're getting September PCE on Friday. And yeah, it looks like the expectations are flat. Was 0.4 looking at 0.4. Was 0.3 looking at 0.3. Was 2.9 looking at 2.9. 2.7 ticking. There's only one spot where it's ticking up just a little bit to 2.8. So, yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Fed Watch. 9 days, 4 hours, 27 minutes. Let me make sure this is up to date. Steven said a little bit of concern, but I'll tell you what, the expectations are holding up. Still looking at a 87% probability priced in. So, yeah. I'm not sure if that's going to help or hurt, but it's definitely showing the market's looking for it today. All right, let's keep going. Let's see how the watch list looks. Give me 1 second here. Apple's on a bit of a pause only, just a pause. You can see a little bit of a pinch there. AMKR, little pause. Amazon, still sort of ticking up a little bit. Remember, we said Amazon for us is basically now in order, right? It's in a place that we would be ready to go. All we need here is the pullback. Okay, let's keep going. APH on a pullback. Any of these here that look like this, that we had this move up, if we have any small pullbacks like this week, I'm going to say those are viable. Those are at play for us, without a doubt. Okay. While teaching, I'm missing. No, who says I'm missing? I definitely am trading. You're saying like day trades? I would say Glenn's more of a day trader than I am. So the question just simply is, did I throw it out as an alert or did I put it out? But no, I'm there's plenty of room for all of it. Yeah, plenty of room for all of it. Okay. But the question is, anything ready to go sooner than later? Let's look at ASX. Nope. There we go. AVGO, a lot of pullbacks, a lot of things that are kind of dialing back just a little bit. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. AXP, same thing. BAC. So if you're in some of these, you might be thinking, you know what, I'm going to take a little in case we're running into a resistance level. I'm going to take a piece off, lock some gain in, and then be ready for if it's a small pullback, then I still have a piece on. If it ends up being more than a small pullback and I need to shut some things down, I'm ready for that as well. So that's my advice right now, is to be thinking, what's the right scaling thought process? Caterpillar maybe setting up. So you can see it across the board in the industrials. Coherent, it's kind of flat. Credo has earnings this morning. Aftermarket. Whoops. Aftermarket. Okay, let's keep going. Cisco was one on our list. That is here. Close. If you're in it, you're thinking, I'm going to stay in it. If you're not in it, you're thinking, is this ready? And it's knocking on the door still. You can see the cross is there. It's starting to move, but it's just a little bit of a pause today. Delta, overextended. Here's the diamonds trying to fight back. Ford is holding up. Fox is holding up. First Solar, a little bit of a pullback. GE pulling back. Gold looks okay today. General Motors quite strong still. Google is one on my list, one of the top. Cisco was, but not yet today. Google's in this beautiful flag pattern right here. Beautiful little flag pattern. Setting up, ready to come our way. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. When I think in terms of an entry signal for Google. So what I'm going to be thinking is, great question. I'm going to be kind of mapping this flag right here. So my thought is, if it breaks the flag, so right now I would probably say above this high. So this high was 319.85. So I'd say above 320. Maybe 320 to 321, somewhere in that area. And then if it doesn't break today and it gives us something new tomorrow, let me go back. And then tomorrow, let's say it does something like this, then it would be above that day, right? So as this comes down, it's sort of establishing it's establishing the mechanism for us. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if it goes too far, this is the old support. I mean, if it dropped down into here, then it's going to change. Then it's going to be like, well, wait a second. Now this is no longer this flag pattern, which is more of a tight consolidation to more of just a standard trend bounce. And that's what we'd be looking for over here. And then we would have a little bit different set of parameters that we would be looking for. Great question, by the way. Okay, let's keep going. Goldman on a little pause, a little bit of a pause. GTX, you can see the pause, the hiccups coming, right? Okay. Let's keep looking here. Okay. IBM pulling back, or at least pausing. Intel, a little bit of a pause here. JCI. So some of these we did not end up pulling a trigger on, but we said, hey, you know what? If this comes down in here and holds and turns, that's equally as strong, if not stronger. So a lot of this that we're seeing is coming out of one of these pretty big consolidative measures. And then we came out. And if it's not the first try, well, great. We'll make sure it doesn't break support. But there should be a lot of signals developing coming out of this little hiccup bounce. So that's what we're going to be looking for, that hiccup bounce. Okay. LITE, even Lumentum. Lumentum was on a tear. That one's pulling back today. Lam Research, a little bit of a roll over here. Okay, let's keep going. See what we have here. Macy's. Earnings were just before the pullback. So now for those who missed it, sorry, I forgot to go through this. Our posture increased a lot, no, but 3/4 of a point for me. So I'm at a 3.25. That's a solid, slightly bullish. It's not very bullish. It's a good bullish score. ChatGPT improved by 1.75 last week, quite a bit more than me, and in fact went ahead of me for my scoring. So I am 3.25. ChatGPT is 3.5. We have conditions that we like. We have conditions that make sense. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's just going to be, we like it on Sunday and then Monday it goes. Well, sometimes Monday has a little pause like this. We'll see what today looks like overall. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions about that. I think I forgot to hit save on it. Okay, back to the business at hand. MasterCard. Looks good for a put, potentially. When you have a minute, can you go through setting up candles and wicks? Oh, I don't think I've changed mine from default, actually, but let's take a quick peek at the settings. So if you go to settings and you go to appearance, this is this is your candlesticks. And you can kind of see what do we have? So I don't know if that's helpful. Now, there's a couple of different ways to get slightly different candles. So let me show you that here real quickly. If you look at so here you have appearance, and this is going to show them a certain way. But if you go into your style here, and you have chart type, candle and candle trend are going to be slightly different. Mostly around the transitions, let's watch this red and this white and see if one of those change. No, but this one here. You can see that would be red on another one. So you had yours on Heiken Ashi. Yes, the Heiken Ashi will definitely look the funkiest. They'll look like that. They'll be smooth, which is kind of their objective, is to be smooth the candles out. And then back to standard. So I would say, you want candle trend to be your candle or candle trend. Either one of those are going to be very, very similar to each other. And then Heiken Ashi is the one that you would switch it. Last one before MasterCard was Macy's. Very strong, very nice trend, but it's about to report earnings. Okay, let's keep going. Here is Meta. Meta's done enough for me that I would be looking at the pullback for a new trade. And you might be thinking, it's so far below the 50. Also, every time I think I need to save this as a study set. I keep losing my 100 and my 200, or my 100 moving average and my 200 moving average. 1, 2. 100 red, and we'll make this 200, and we'll make it blue. Okay. And you might think, yeah, it's still a waste. Doesn't matter. I'm fine with that. What I'm looking for is, does this pull back and give me a trade over here that says, oh, look at this. It's gone through the reversal process. That's all I care about. Morgan Stanley. Looks good, overextended. Microsoft is a no. Micron on a pullback. I would be thinking about it on a pullback. What else? Netflix. Nope. Overextended. Nvidia. Nope. Still fighting. Doesn't look terrible. A lot of people are like, oh, Nvidia this or that. It doesn't look terrible. It looks like it's in this consolidation right here. And if it breaks out and pulls back, then I'll be like, okay. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Next. No, there's nothing there for us. Nothing there for us. Okay. PLTR. Underwater still. The real. It's kind of flat. I mean, it's held up. I'm holding. I'm looking to see if this thing can regain. Roku. Nothing there for us yet. Ross Stores. Yeah, actually, I think Ross Stores looks pretty strong. RTX. No. Silver. Oh my gosh, look at silver. Where did silver come from? Silver up at 52. SNDK. No. Snowflake. Too close to earnings. Excuse me. SoFi. Does it look like silver is approaching overbought? Yes. Yes, it does. I mean, you can see, this move got it to resistance. This move got it through resistance with big volume. Okay, but for it to keep going, that volume needs to continue. Now, it does seem to have pretty good volume today, but we'll see where it is at the end of the day. So I would, if you're wondering like, hey, is this a good time to enter silver? I'd be like, no, not for me. Not for me. SNDK. Oh, we did SNDK. SPY. Overextended here. It's a day of patience. You're hoping that what you traded is still holding up. What you're looking at is setting up. That's what we're looking for. And the setups are there. And so far, the holdups are there, I would say. Teradyne still looks okay. TJX setting up. New trade setting up. Tesla. It's above the 50, but not much there yet. TSM broke back above the 50. Just needs a small pullback, I would say. Here's the VIX. How concerned are we today? Not really that concerned. It's turning up, but it's really, in the range of Friday anyway. So I don't see a ton of concern in there. Not a lot of fear building. Overall looks fine to me. Wayfair setting up still, little mini cup and handle. WBD. That's one we put on last week. Looks fine. It's up 0.5%. All right. Like we said, what are we hoping for? We're hoping that the things that we're in hold up, and the things that we're watching for set up. And we're actually getting a pretty decent case for both, I think. So let me know what questions you have. But overall, I'm going to say things look all right. All right. We'll keep an eye on things, of course, but I think that overall, things look all right with us today. WDC, still looking at the possibility of a setup. Okay. Walmart, overextended. Let's go through the XLs, see where it leaves us. Okay, let's keep looking. Good to see you, Gabe. XLB, overextended. XLC, a little bit of the same. So we're seeing some movement, at least in a couple of areas that we like, that are helpful. Energy. Energy's moving pretty fast today. Okay, let's keep looking. XLF. Financials picking back up. A lot of things are fighting through. Industrials, not as much, but there's still something there. Okay, let's keep going. XLK. Holding up. XLP. A little overextended. XLU. Oh, utilities are falling off. Not sure where that's coming from, but Healthcare flagging. Healthcare still looks strong overall, in my opinion. Still looks strong. Okay. Let's look at XLY. Consumer discretionary. Yeah, I think we kind of know where we are. Market looks like it's holding up. Today we started off weak. We're getting a little bit back. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for, are there going to be setups? The trades I'm in seem to be holding up, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable with that. And I'm looking to see if are any new things starting to set up. So there it is. Questions, comments, concerns. What have you got? Guys, it's a quiet day where we're feeling pretty good. Give me your thoughts, how we're feeling about it overall. All right. Biding my time. That's not bad. I do feel like the market's showing some strength overall, right? I feel like it's showing us some strength overall. Without a doubt. Okay. Trading plans. In WD, BD, and Amazon, both strong. I like those. We are working on record keeping. All we need for record keeping is the log. Develop the log habits and the analytics will come. Right? Develop the log habits and the analytics will come. They're automated. We just need to make sure that we get them done and everything else will be coming our way. So, okay. Well, crew, it's good to see everybody today. I would say prospects are all right. Is there a software that tracks transactions? There are different companies that have built like spreadsheets that you can buy, but not. I mean, there are some. If anyone is using one that they think is a good one that they would share, put it on there. I've seen a couple here and there. Yes, it's you. You're the software. Yeah, that kind of ends up how it ends up being to some extent. So yeah. I would look it up, and if you find a couple, bring them in and we'll all like take a look as a group. Something like that, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we try to do is make it easier, make it simple. That's what my spreadsheet is built to do, to keep it as simple as possible, but give us all the analytics that we hope to get, to give us, something meaningful that we can learn from and build from. Trader View, but it's quite expensive. There you go. There you go. All right. Well, listen, it's great to see everybody. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope I'll see you throughout the week. Regular schedule. So I will see you guys tomorrow night for Q&A in the evening. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Market Open. Same time as today. Enjoy the rest of your day. As always, happy trading.